Okay, so good evening, everyone. Very good evening for all the students who have present here. All right, let's start the session. Okay, let me share my screen. Am I audible, guys? Please do reply in the comment section. So, is my screen visible? So, okay, I think I'm audible enough. All right. Okay. So, yesterday, what did we do? Let me host the page. Here is the code. Fine. All right. So, so what we have done here is we have created one element. Okay. So we have created one text node also. Correct. And then after creating, what we have to do? Always we have to mention where the created element should go. Right, that's what we have done. After creating it, after creating the element means after creating the tag, we have to say where that tag should be placed. And after creating the text, again we have to mention where that text should come. Okay, and then we can go on giving the css property, or we can go on creating the what actually we can go on creating the attribute also. All right. Okay. I will save this. Good evening. Very good evening for everyone. Okay. So, all right. Let's see. So, like this only, can we create an image? So, yesterday, what I have created, see, we have created. So, if you just see the code at the HTML, okay, if you just look at the HTML code, there is nothing but a empty div, right? There are heading outside the div, but there is an empty div. Inside this empty div, we have created this element. Okay, that has been done. Fine, but can we create a image? So what does the image need? Image does not need any text node. Just you need to create a element, right? Okay, so let me check. Is there any image in my file? Okay, yes, there is an image. Okay, there is a lot of image. So I will choose i.png. Let it be. Okay, let me host the page once. Come here, folder. Okay, so session web tech, which was the last one, it was session 17 in our case. Okay, it's not getting hosted. Double click again. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this until here we have written the code in HTML. Only for this we have not written a code. That is, we have created using a JavaScript. Fine. Okay, that has been done. Okay, then see here what I will do. Now what we will do is we will create one image. Okay, so again, what is the first step, guys? If I want to create any new tag, yesterday we have done this, right? So tell me like that only. So what is a first step? So how can we approach if I want to create an image inside this div? Okay, I have involving this div as well now. Okay, how I want a created image that should be inside this div. Okay, that means I am involving this div tag also. Okay, in the sense what I want, I want to I should be having the control over that div. That's all. Okay, I should be having a control over that div. Fine. Okay, right now I have a control. That is, I have a control and I have put that control in a so now I will declare one more variable where d is equal to, I will say, on this document. Okay, why again the count is less today? Call out your friends, guys. Only 26 people are there in the session. It should be around 80, right? So these are the ending times. So everything you have learned, you have not, if you are not worked on what you have learned, okay, that will be a waste of time until now. Until now, you have learned the concepts. Until now, you have built a web page. Using all those things, what is your end result? At the end, what have you done? That is also important, right? So, why? Again, less people. If possible, call out your friends who should have been here with you in the group or in the phone. Huh? All right, this is the ending times, guys. It is very important than the other session, and it is very important for your certification also. That's why. All right. Okay. Okay. So I have taken a variable d. That variable d is equal to document dot. Okay. Get element by id. Okay, so sorry. So we are creating the element, right? So on this document, I want to create a element. So that element should be, okay. So what is the tag name for image? It is a img. Right, the same thing. img. Okay, I want the help of a keyboard here. So I will get it. Okay, img. Okay, so document dot create element and img. What element? A image. Okay, all right. So that image I need to say, I need to tell where should it be placed. Correct? Where should the image should be placed? That also important. Okay. So what I will tell, I will come here. I will say inside A. Okay, A should be having the image which we have created, that is D. Okay, so the created image is being given inside this variable D. That's what I have told. A means the control of div tag. Okay, so inside A, this D should come. Okay, so is it enough? Can you see the output and tell me, are you able to create an image in your web page? So earlier the output was this. Okay, is there an image in your output, guys? So I did not refresh, that's why it was not there. So you go and refresh your web page. So can you see the image there? Give it a try, or if anything else is needed in order to have an image. Hmm? Tell me. So if you are getting output, it's well and good. Or anything else is needed there. Can anyone tell me? Look at your output and tell me, are you able to see the image after writing this code? So what I have done, I have created the image and I have image tag and I have put that image inside a div tag. This is a functionality. That's what we have done yesterday, right? So is that enough or not? Hmm? Okay. So let me check the output. We come here. Obviously, if I refresh, there won't be any image. Why? Because we have specified the img, that is, I have created the tag. That means, like this, inside the div, it is equivalent to creating a tag like this. img. Okay, but is it enough, guys? So, if you want to create an image, what else should be added here? Any idea? So already we have worked with the image tag before, right? So if this is the case, okay, so can I just put a img tag and leave it like that? So obviously I need to mention which image, right? So just mentioning image tag is not enough. I need to mention which image does I want. Okay, so which image, where you will give which property? Can you mention the attribute at least? So under which property or under which attribute you will mention what kind of image you want or what is the name of the image. So the attribute name is src is equal to, I'll say, i.png. So this is how we were creating an image after giving an image tag, which is a singleton tag. Okay, which is a singleton tag, and in the source src, that is in the attribute, you need to mention what kind of image you want, which image you want. So this is how you create an image normally. So now what is missing in our code? I have mentioned img tag, but for this img tag, I need to give src. So how can I give that, guys? So how can I add that attribute to the created element? So yesterday again we have done that. So you can go through the code, yesterday's session's code, and you can tell me if I want to add the attribute, is it possible or is there any way? Hmm? What is the functionality name if I want to add a attribute for the tag already? So using a create element function, we have created a tag. Which tag? img tag has been created. What is left out is I have to add one attribute. Adding a attribute is left out. So how that is possible? Hmm? Okay, simple. If I want to add a src, okay, after creating the element, okay, yes, we need to mention where that element should be placed, but that is also important. The important thing, the another important is we have to mention where that what is the attribute for the image tag, because always for the image tag attribute is important. Okay, so I will say for the created element, that is d dot set the attribute. Okay, so what attribute? Set one attribute, that is src attribute. Okay, src attribute, and I'll say I dot png. So now look at the output at least. Are you getting the image? So i.png is my image. Okay. Are you getting the image in your system? So maybe you will be having another name for your image. In that case, are you able to create an image? Huh? Are you able to create an image on your output? Look at it and tell me, is this enough? Any idea? So let me go to the output, and if I refresh, yes, I'm getting one image here. Okay, I'm getting one image here. Yes, now we are able to create a image. Okay, yeah. So what we have done, we have created the element and I have set the attribute for the image. That's all. So what about you guys? Any confusion, or are you getting the right output? So look at it and tell me. So anybody not getting the output? Hmm? So is this enough? Or like this only attribute I have set. Can I, if I want to set height and width for the image, what can I do? So if this is my code, I will be having a image. Okay, so if I refresh, I have an image due to clarity, due to good clarity, it is giving a big image like this. Okay, so but if I want to set height and width, can I do it? Hmm? So come back. Okay, so come back. You can set. I will set d dot set again attribute. I will say set the height, and the height should be around 2 or yeah 200 pixels. Okay, and d dot again I will set the height, sorry, height I have set, I will set the width. Okay, and let it be 400 pixels. Save. So now look at the output. So come here. If I refresh, yes, 200 pixels of height and 400 pixels of width it is giving. So see here. So this is my output. If a user, if any hacker or anyone tries to steal my code from the source of the web page, okay, only this will be available. Okay, he cannot predict that there is a heading inside this div and there is an image inside that div. There is an empty div right now, but see here, this code we can hide it, we can put a link and we can store it some other way. Yesterday we have seen script tags will be whatever you have written inside the script tag, that can be hidden. Okay, it can be hidden somewhere else. The more security will be there for your script tag always, right? So like that only this will be available for him always. Okay, only this will be available for him, and he will not get this code. He won't know how the output is coming. If for the output it will be like this, but there won't be a code. There will be a empty tag like this for him, right? Okay. Okay. So like that itself. Okay, so like that itself. So I will come here. Okay, so if I refresh, okay, so I have a heading first, and then I have an image here. Correct? I have a heading first, and then I have an image. Okay, what if I need an image first and then a heading? Okay, so how we have written the code in that order, it is giving a output. First, I have created a heading, and then I have created a, what I have created? I have created a image. Fine. Okay, that is fine. But, so can I arrange it, this image, or do I have an option such that I can choose image should come first or this heading should come first? Is it possible? Okay, so have we done anything like that before, guys? So check out the previous code and tell me. So when it comes to creating or setting the attributes, that and all we have done. Okay, but can we decide the placement also? Can we decide the placement also with regarding our created element? Is that possible or not? Okay, until now we have just created, and the order of the code, okay, the way you write the code, okay, it depends on arranging the elements. First thing I have written, it got arranged, that is the heading got created, and second I have created the image, that also created. Now how to place this image, how to place this image above the heading. Okay, again you need to use a simple functionality, that is, okay, so see here carefully, 30th line I will go and change the code. Okay, 30th line I will change the code. See here, instead of just telling, instead of what you have what are you telling here, you're telling d should be inside a. Okay, d should be inside a, that's what you're telling. Just instead of just telling that, what you can do is I will say inside dot a. A means what? Look carefully. A means this one. That is a control over the empty div. Okay, control over the empty div. Okay, okay. So remember. So I will tell inside that div, insert before. Okay, insert before what? Okay, before this created heading. So you have created the heading and you have put inside B, right? You have created a heading and you have put inside B. So insert before B, and and insert before B, and what you need to insert? The newly created image. Okay, so inside A, insert something where before B, and it should be D. So now check out the output. Are you getting the output now? Hmm? So tell me, guys, or is it vice versa? So is that image appearing before heading or after heading still? So check out the output, do some trial and error. Just if you copy the code, yeah, you will learn, but if you do it by yourself, it will remain good in your memory. That's why. What I have done, A, insert something inside A. What should it insert? It should be B, and that should be before B, and it should be D. Okay, so I will come here, refresh, no change because that is a wrong one. Okay, then go with another approach. You tell insert before. What are you inserting? Insert this D before B. Now will it work? Tell me. So I have interchanged it. First I have first I have mentioned this D, and then I have mentioned B. That is, D means which element I am taking and inserting, which element I am placing. Okay, so I am placing the element D. Okay, before which element? Before B element. So is it working? So I will come here. Let me refresh. Yes, it is working. But see the order of execution. First, this will be created and then the image will be created. But what we have done, guys, what we have done, I have told it to insert before the heading. Heading is having a B. Heading is having a B. So I'm telling that this D must be inserted before B. So I hope everyone is having a same output, right or no? Hmm? All right, all right. Okay, so like that only we have a few more what? Few more functionalities. Okay, as first we will finish it off and then we will move to the last project, that is calculator project. Okay, that's what we are up to, right? So at the end goal, that is we need to create this one. How to create a live calculator project. Okay, it should be designed by you itself. Okay, that is whatever you make a mathematical calculation. Okay, whatever the mathematical calculation might be, it should give you a correct output according to the input or according to the button you press. It should give you a correct one. Okay, still same, sir. So where are you not getting the output like this? Sayed locks, that is this one. So is the heading only coming first? Check out once. It should not be like that. Image should come first and then the heading should come next. Working? All right, then fine, then fine. Okay, so I will go back. Okay, so do one thing. So let me close all the unwanted window here. Okay, so you guys also do it and let's create a new one. Session 18 dot html. Enter. Okay, so create a basic structure normally. HTML5. All right. Okay. Next. So Control Z. It will be like this. Quickly type var. Okay. So not var. First we will create a tags. All right. So I will say div. Okay. So I will create a div and id is equal to, I will say, our div. Okay, just for the, just to be keep the things simple, I will do this. Have a similar name as the tag, and I will create another one div inside that div. Okay, and I will give id should be, okay, I will say swap. Okay, id is equal to swap. Okay, so I have one mother div which contain another div. So mother div has a our div, and inner div has a id called swap. Okay, then I will come here, open your script tag. Okay, open your script tag. Okay, then same thing. First, what you do is create a image. Okay, so create a image. So first what you do is inside this, okay, inside this div, okay, instead of again div tag, create a p tag, guys. Okay, go and backspace it, create a p tag, and it will say this is the paragraph, and save. Okay, so create a p tag, and then see here, I will come here, let me host the page. Okay, so come to the folder session 18. Okay, this is a paragraph, only one small paragraph I have written. Okay, then come back to Visual Studio. In script tag, what can you do? I'll say var a is equal to, okay, var a is equal to, first let me take a control over this div, and then let me take a control over this paragraph. Okay, in order to do that, simple, again same method, I have to say document dot get element by id. And what's our id should be our div. Okay, our div. Then again var b is equal to document dot get element by id, and second id is paragraph. So what I have given, swap. Okay, so see here, the first id is our div and the second id is swap. That is, now I have a control over both of this div and the paragraph. Okay, I have a control over both this div and the paragraph. Okay, so what I will do is, now again I will take another var c. Okay, so the output is this, just one paragraph inside the div. Okay, so I will say c is equal to document dot. Okay, so what I will do is, let me tell, create one element. Okay, so what element I will create one element. Okay, so document dot element, and I will create one element. Which element? I will tell it as h1. Okay, I will tell it as h1. And when you create any element, that is, if the tag needs content, you need to create that as well. So again, document dot create the text node. If it is a tag, that is the element. If it is a content inside the tag, it is a text node. Same thing, created heading will be the content inside the h1. H1 is the tag. Between the tag, this should come. Okay, now what is the second step? I need to place this inside the div. That also we know. So I will tell, okay, so I will tell inside a append the child. So the child name is C. Okay, and before that, we need to put this D inside C. After that, we can put this C inside A. Okay, so first thing I will do is I will say inside C. Okay, append the child, that is D. What is D? D is nothing but a text node. D is nothing but a text node. Okay, so I will save. Now if I come here, if I refresh, yes, I am able to create a heading. Okay, so until here we have done. Okay, we know how to create it. Now what I want is see. So let me just comment it out. Let me just comment it out. This too. I will save. Okay, so come here, guys. If I refresh, this is a paragraph, right? This is a paragraph. Okay, so when I refresh, the output the output will be, it should replace this paragraph. So is that possible? Okay, so if I refresh, the heading should be created. Okay, the heading should come well enough, but this paragraph should be disappeared. That's what I want. So that means what? I am trying to replace this paragraph. Okay, I am trying to replace this paragraph. That is, when I refresh, the final output must be the created heading should come. This element should be created, but where it should be getting placed? In place of this, instead of paragraph, you should be having a heading. So is it possible? Yes. Easy. So come here. So let's see. Okay, so instead of just appending the child like this, okay, just appending the child like this, what you can do is inside the div, okay, you just use a replace child method. Okay, so you use a replace child method. What are you replacing? Okay, you are trying to replace, right? So you are putting something. Okay, what? That is C. What do you mean by C? C is nothing but a created h1 element. Correct? C is nothing but a created h1 element. Okay, you are replacing C with, okay, so with what? B. What is B? B is nothing but a paragraph. So here see swap ID is there. So B means inside B, what is there? A paragraph is there. Correct? So I will tell inside A replace. What you need to replace? Put C. C means created element H1. Put C in place of B. Now save and see the output, guys. So is it working as we have expected? Everyone, check out the output. So is it behaving like we expected? That is it swapping the things? Is it swapping the things? Check out quickly and tell me in the comment section. Are you able to? Are you able to replace that paragraph in the place of? Are you able to replace the paragraph and put heading? Check it out, guys. Check it out. So this is a new what functionality, replace child. So we have done append child, we have done insert before, we have done this node, and now it is append child. So what about others? Only Sayed Blocks is checking the output. So nobody other than him is checking the output. Hmm? I think I should ask for the screenshot from now on, right? Otherwise, you won't try only, I think. Just you will be seeing the session, that's all. I hope. Huh? Oh, another candidate, Jayanti. So apart from these two, nobody is trying. All right, all right. Okay, so let's come here. If I refresh, see the paragraph itself, it is gone and it has been replaced with a heading, as simple as that. So that means if anybody try to steal your code, he will steal this HTML, and in the output there will be no paragraph itself. Okay, he will be really surprised when he sees this. That is there is no paragraph because you have replaced this paragraph by the heading. By the heading. Alright? Okay. Then what I will do, I will put here another paragraph or another small heading I will put, that is H3. Okay, I will say this is the heading, or I will say this is the end heading. This is a end heading. Okay, so if I go to the output, if I refresh, one heading will be there. Okay, what we have done in this place, this newly created heading will come. Okay, and after that you will be having this heading which I have written explicitly. Fine. Okay, then what you will do is, see here, what I will do in output. Okay, I don't want this to be replaced with anything. Okay, I don't want to make this replacement or anything. Just I want to delete it. Just I want to remove it from the output. Okay, so where is it actually? It is inside the div. Okay, and it is a second element after paragraph we have taken care of, that is we have replaced the paragraph by heading. Okay, now second requirement I have is, okay, or else still better. So what I will do is, let me have a button. Okay, so I will say, I will put one button. I will say click on the button. Save. So if I come here, refresh, yes, I have a button here. Okay. So what I want is one thing I have done. I have replaced this paragraph by the we have replaced this paragraph by the what heading. Second thing is when I click this thing should be disappeared. Okay, so one thing is we can write a function. Same thing we will do. We will write a function now. Okay, so what functionality I have to give, guys, in order to make this disappear from the page? If I want to delete it from the page, if I want to remove that h3 from the page, what should I write? Hmm? So I think we have done. Which is the CSS property or which is the attribute? Can you tell me? Write it in the comment section. So if I want to delete that h3 from the web page, if I want to delete that h3 from the web page, so what should I do? And which property enables it? That is also important, right? Just having an idea is not important. How to execute the idea? Is it possible or not? If it is not possible, how to make it possible? Okay, everything we have to think. So, which is a property? Is there a CSS property which will help us to make this H3 disappear? If it is there, which is that one? Come on, guys. Already they are forgetting what we have done 2 days before. Hmm? Already forgotten? Okay. One thing is, so what I can write is, I can write one function. I will give function one name that is fun. Okay, and I will create a function name fun. Okay, and I will tell. Okay, so first if I am trying to do something for this h3 from my script code, I need to have a control. Right now I don't have a control, so first we will take that control. Let me say where. Okay, so where h is equal to, on the document there is one element, that is get that element by tag name, I will say. And what is the tag name? It is h3. And if you're using a tag name, you need to mention a index value, and this is the first occurrence of a h3. So I will say index value 0. Fine. Now I have a control and I have put that control inside this H. I have a control and I have put the control inside this H. Fine. And now what I will do is I will say H dot style dot display should be none. Save. Then what is the step? I have written a function, that is what this function enables me is it will put a style on the it will put some style on the heading, that is what kind of style? Display. It will make it as none. It will make it as none. Okay, so then what is the next step after writing the function, guys? Tell that in the comment section. So after writing a function, what is the next step? I think you already know. That also we have done yesterday. Come on, guys. You need to at least interact that much. So after writing a function block, what is the next step? You are all CS students, right? So after writing a function, if you want to make it work, what you will do? Writing a function is well and enough. Hmm? So you need to call this function, right? So what is the function name in this case? Fun is a function name. So now where do you call this function name then? So where do you call this function name? Hmm? Where do you call this function name? So where do we want it to be called? That is also important. That is, I am telling the output should be like this only. Okay, when I click on the button, this should be disappeared, right? That is, when I click on the button, it should invoke a function. It should call the function. So I need to put that function call inside this button. Okay, I need to put that function call inside this button. So when I click on the button, this should be disappeared. So I will come back. So fun, right? So at the top, I will come inside that button. I will use on click function. Okay, I will use on click function. Okay, then what can we use next? Okay, so what I will say is on clicking this button, it should call function. Okay, it should call this function. That name is fun, right? Okay, so now save and see the output. So when you click on the button, are you able to remove that H3 from the web page? Is it possible? Is this the right step? Check it out, everyone. Hmm? So is it working or not? So if I go to the output, if I refresh, okay, one thing is it got recreated. If I click the button, okay, it's not working. Why it is not working? So on clicking that is h dot style display is equal to none. Okay, so why it is not working? Can anybody figure it out? Is there any mistake in the code or mistake in the way we have written or any mistake in the approach? Check it out. So you can compare it with the previous code. Okay. Yes, I have shown it is not working. Okay. But why it is not working? Can you tell me? Come on. And at this stage, you should be able to rectify this kind of small mistakes, right? So nobody is revising them. Hmm? Why is that? Okay, just understanding the concept is not enough, guys. Here, the practical is a main thing. Hearing the concept, just looking at the screen and understanding the concept, it is a very little part of learning the coding. Okay, when you learn the coding, there will be some steps, right? This is a very small steps, just understanding how it works. Okay, doing it yourself and seeing the output by yourself, understanding the concept through your code, then it will be a complete method or complete way to learn the code. Okay, h3 we have to write. Where we have to write h3? H3, where should it come? Okay, see here, simple mistake. The approach is right. What I have to write here, h dot style dot display is equal to none, and always this should be a string value. Okay, is that all? So now check out the output. So that's what. Okay, approach is right, and also you should be bit careful with the syntax. H dot style dot display is equal to none. That is, don't display that particular h3. So now check out the output. Is it working according to the requirement? So reply in the comment section. So let me check out my output. Come here. If I refresh and if I click on the button, yes, it is working. Okay, that was the only small mistake, but with whether it is a small mistake or a big one. Okay, mistake is a mistake, you will not get the output, right? So if I refresh earlier, this will be the output. If I click on the button, that h3 will be removed. Okay, so that is a one way. Okay, this has been done before. Okay, but you guys didn't revise and you guys forgot. Okay, so but using this kind of functionality, can we achieve it without using a style, without using a css property? Can we make it, or can we remove that h3 from our page? That was our question at first. Okay, this is one approach, well and fine. Okay, so see here, refresh. Okay, if I click on the button, it is not working because I have deleted what I have written. Okay, so now there is another approach. What you have to tell is, okay, for this div you have to mention, okay, hey div, inside, okay, inside there is one h3, inside your space there is one h3, remove that h3. Okay, like that only you can, like that also you can directly tell to that. Okay, what you can tell, you can mention or you can give the command for the div, so that you tell that inside your space there is one tag. Okay, you have one h3 tag, remove it when I click on this button. Okay, so for that, very simple. So where do I have that control? I have that control inside this variable a. And where do I have the control of that h3? I have that control inside h. So I can tell inside a, remove that child. Which is the child? H is the child. Remove it. So now look at the output. Is it working? Hmm? So check it out, guys. So are we able to remove the H, that is H3, from our web page? Was it possible using this remove child function? Hmm? So if I come here, if I refresh, so when it should get removed, it should get removed it should get removed whenever I click on the button. So if I click on the button now, yes, it is getting removing. Okay, it is getting removed. So refresh. If I click on the button, yes, it is removing from the web page. Okay, this will also work. Or you can give a css property, anything is fine. Okay, css property means you have to give display is equal to none. Here you can directly give the command for the div. You are telling that div remove the h3 which is inside your space. That's what you're telling. Fine, guys. Everyone got the output now. Hmm? Is there any confusion or did you get stuck anywhere? So everyone got the output, and moreover, everyone understood how did you get the output? Hmm? Okay, you have used the remove child function of a JavaScript, right? So shall we proceed, guys? From here, we have last one, that is event listener functionality. After that, we will be going to the last calculator project. So shall we proceed from here? Everybody done? Okay. So I hope everybody has finished until here. That is, you are able to remove the element. Okay. It is not only h element. You can write a function and you can remove any element you want. Okay. All right. Next, create a new file, session 19.html. Click create it. So I will say html5. Okay, so let me close it so that it is visible correctly. Let it be visible correctly. Okay, done. All right, so until now, what we have done is we have not done the pop-ups. Okay, in JavaScript, we have a pop-up called alert and confirm pop-ups. So what does it mean? Okay, so very simple. Okay, so what you do is inside the body tag. Okay, so create one input tag. That I'm not directly creating a button. Okay, just for a change, you can use a button also, or you can use input type button. Okay, input type button, and I will give one value for that. I will say submit button and close the tag. Okay, so we know that we can create a normal button using a input tag also. Okay, so if I host the page, okay, so what do I have? Just one button, just one submit button. Okay, so I will close this. Fine, done. Okay, done everyone. Okay, so create a new page. Okay, so create a new HTML document and just create one button. This time use input button. That's all. Okay, now what you tell is on clicking, okay, tell that confirm. You can tell it as with the single code you tell. Okay, so this is a pop-up. Any any sentence you can give inside the conform function. Any sentence you can give inside the conform function. Okay, but see here, type is equal to button, value you give. If you give that value, it will be like this. Okay, and then on clicking the button, you write one default function. Okay, one default function, inbuilt function, that is confirm, and write any sentence and tell me, when you click on the button, when you click on this button now, what are you, is there any change, or what are you able to see there? On clicking the button, what are you going to see? Tell me. So after this, you will be having the button, save the file, and okay, one second. I have closed that also. Hmm. Okay. So now if you press on the button which you have created, are you able to see any change on the web page? That is my question. Hmm? Nothing? Anything, guys? Nothing? What happens when you press the button now? What's happening? No changes? So then what is this conform is doing? The inbuilt functionality conform. What exactly it is about? No changes means when I click on the button, if it is not invoking anything means, so it is not doing anything. Alright, let me save, and if you see the output, if I refresh, see, if I click on the button, I'm getting this pop-up. Okay, there is a yes, correct. Okay, it is a pop-up, that is in JavaScript. In JavaScript, you have a function to have a pop-up on the page. Normally, if you visit some website, there will be some advertise at this side or this side or anywhere. Okay, so suddenly the pop-up will come, right? Okay, in the same way it works. If you click OK or cancel, it will go off. If I click again, the pop-up will come. If you click OK or cancel, it will go. Okay, so in your project, if you want to include the pop-ups, okay, if you want to include the pop-ups, this is a way. That is what is a way? That is, you need to call out for the confirm function. Confirm function. Okay, all right. So replace this confirm with alert and see. Save. Replace that function with alert and see. Now tell me, what is the change between alert and confirm? Tell me what is the change between alert and confirm? Hmm? So if there is no change, that also tell me. If there is a change, tell the change. What is the change? So did you look at the output? On clicking, I'm telling you need to call this alert function. Okay, so if I come here, refresh, if I press the button, see, alert means you will be having a output light changes there. Okay, in confirm, okay, you have two options, okay and cancel. Okay, here you have only one thing, that is one button, that is okay. Okay, in sometimes you'll be having a pop-up, right? Do you want to buy something, or do you want to go to the another website, or do you want to uh, try out some game, or do you want to download something? Okay, there will be two options in confirm. If you use confirm, you can give a two options for the user. He can either press ok or press cancel. Okay, but if you give alert, okay, there will be no option for the user. He has to press ok, that is for some time. Okay, if anyone wants to visit your website, okay, mandatorily they have to register their email, or provide their phone number, or provide some options, or should enter something about them. Okay, so that can be also done. Okay, without it, it cannot open, or it won't let you go anywhere in the web page. After entering that only, he has to click ok. Okay, uh, two options won't be there. Okay, mandatorily he has to interact with the pop-up. Okay, so if you give alert, only one option will be there. If you give confirm, there will be two options. Then very small thing. Okay, and what you can see is you have a prompt. So now check out the output and tell me what is the difference between alert and prompt. The last one, we have three types of what? A pop-up box. One is alert, one is confirm, and one is prompt. So the last one is prompt. So what is the difference between prompt and those two boxes? Hmm? So no changes. Is it looking the same way or anything? Look at it, guys. So let me see. If I come here, refresh, if I click prompt, it will take some input, guys. Okay, prompt, it will take some input. Okay, you can give your input as a user, something you can type, or as I said, okay, for some cases user has to give his name, user has to register his email, right? That means something he has to type in a pop-up. This prompt pop-up will let you do it. Okay, like this. Okay, so that is the difference between alert, confirm, and pop-up. Okay, alert means no options, only okay. Confirm means two options. You can cancel the option or you can go with the option. But prompt is it will let you give some input for your pop-up. Okay, all right. So that is the use of the pop-up boxes, the three types which is present. Okay, all right. So we have done with the conceptual part of a JavaScript. Okay, so tomorrow, listen carefully. Tomorrow will be the last day of our internship, guys. Okay, tomorrow will be the last day of the internship. So make sure you should be also present, and make your friends also present in the session. Call your friends also. Okay, so it is very important that we everyone will be there for the last project, where we apply the JavaScript to the HTML and CSS while building some web page. Okay, so make sure you and your friend should also attend the session. Okay, no matter what, don't miss the session of tomorrow, and it is very crucial for your certificate also. Okay, so for 1 or 2 days, if you're absent, yes, we can give an excuse for that, because there will be a video and you can check it out, and you can what uh, cope up. You can catch up with the video as a backup. But tomorrow is a very important in the live session. Everyone should be there, and please don't miss it. Okay, okay. So now what you do is hit one like and put your attendance with your register name. Start. Thank you, everyone. So after giving your attendance, everyone, after putting attendance for everyone, you can leave the session. Okay. All right. So thank you, everyone, for today. So from tomorrow, it is the last session. We will meet tomorrow evening. Until then, revise the concepts and take care. Thank you, everyone. Bye.